Shalom, my friends. I am Rabbi David, and tonight we embark on a journey to claim the complete blessing that is your birthright. We will be listening to powerful Jewish money affirmations for success, health, and wealth. Because in the eyes of the Torah, these three are not separate pursuits. They are one unified divine flow. By the end of this session, you will have planted the seeds for a life of complete wholeness. A life where your body is vibrant, your endeavors are successful, and your finances are overflowing, all in a way that is holy and blessed. Before we begin, I have a question for you. Which of these three areas, success, health, or wealth, do you feel needs the most urgent blessing in your life right now? Be honest with yourself and share your answer in the comments below. Declaring your need is the first step to receiving your blessing, and it allows us as a community to hold that intention for you. And as we grow this sacred community, we are on a mission to reach 100,000 subscribers. 100,000 souls dedicated to living a life of Torah true abundance. So, if you have not yet subscribed, please do so now and join this holy movement. And if you are serious about transforming your financial reality, I have something special for you. For a limited time, I am opening the doors to the Torah Millionaire Business School for just $299. This is closing soon. In this course, I unveil the full Torah wealth system, the same 3,000-year-old Jewish money laws that built dynasties, protected families, and created unstoppable prosperity. The link is in the comments. Now, find your comfortable place. Let the world outside fade away. Close your eyes and let us begin our descent into the sacred space within, where true and lasting change occurs. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel the tension leaving your body. Feel your mind becoming still. We are about to align you with the frequency of shleimut, of divine wholeness. Imagine yourself standing before three great doors. One is inscribed with the word success, hatzlacha. The second, health, refuah. The third, wealth, osher. You may feel drawn to one more than the others, but you notice that they are all connected by a single golden frame, inscribed with the name of God. You realize they are not separate destinations, but different entrances to the same palace, the palace of a blessed life. Tonight, we will not choose one door. We will receive the master key that opens all three. As I count down from 10 to 1, you will sink deeper and deeper into a state of profound receptivity, a holy trance where your soul can absorb these truths without resistance. 10. You feel a wave of calm washing over you, from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. 9. The outside world disappears. Only the sound of my voice and the rhythm of your own breathing remain. 8. You feel safe, protected, and held in a space of infinite love and possibility. 7. Deeper and deeper, letting go of all doubt, all fear, all limitation. 6. Your mind becomes clear, a placid lake reflecting the light of heaven. 5. You are halfway there, feeling lighter, more expansive, more open than ever before. 4. You feel the presence of your ancestors, the righteous men and women of Israel standing with you, supporting you. 3. A golden light begins to envelop you, the light of divine abundance, the Shefa of the Creator. 2. Almost there, you are on the threshold of the palace of wholeness. 1. You are here, in a state of perfect stillness, perfect openness. Your soul is ready. Let us begin. First, we must understand the foundation. The Torah teaches Nefesh Bari Beguf Bari, a healthy soul in a healthy body. Your body is not a machine you inhabit. It is the holy vessel for your soul, the kli for your neshama. It is the physical house for the divine spark within you. To neglect your body is to neglect the house of God. Therefore, health is not a matter of vanity. It is a primary spiritual duty. It is the foundation upon which success and wealth can be built. A sick leader cannot lead. A tired entrepreneur cannot innovate. Health is the oil that keeps the lamp of your life burning brightly. Say with me and feel this truth in every cell of your body. My body is a holy vessel. I honor it. I nourish it. I protect it. My health is the foundation of my success and my wealth. I am committed to Shmirat Haguf, the sacred guarding of my body. Now, let us plant the affirmations for health deep within your soul. Repeat them in your heart and let them become your reality. I am vibrantly healthy. Every cell in my body functions in perfect divine order. The life force of the Creator flows through me, healing, restoring, and energizing every organ and every system. I am filled with boundless energy and vitality. I nourish my body with pure and healthy foods. I see my food as a source of life and energy. I choose foods that build my body, not harm it. My relationship with food is one of respect and gratitude. I eat to live, and I live to serve my Creator with strength. I move my body with joy. Exercise is not a chore. It is a celebration of the gift of movement. I find joy in walking, stretching, and strengthening my holy vessel. With every movement, I increase my energy and my capacity to receive blessings. I rest and rejuvenate my body. Sleep is a holy time of healing and restoration. I release all worries of the day and allow my body and soul to be renewed. I awaken each morning refreshed, revitalized, and ready to serve. I am protected from all sickness and harm. I walk in a bubble of divine light. The verse from Psalms says, "He will command His angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways." I claim this divine protection. I am safe, I am sound, I am secure. My mind is calm and my emotions are balanced. I know that stress and negative emotions are poison to my body. I practice Menuchat HaNefesh, peace of the soul. I release anger, I release fear, I release worry. My inner peace is the greatest medicine. I am worthy of perfect health. I release any subconscious beliefs that I deserve to be sick or weak. I am a child of the King, and I am worthy of a royal vessel, a body that is strong, healthy, and fit for divine service. I accept and embrace my perfect health now. Now, let us turn to the second door, success, Hatzlacha. What is success in the eyes of the Torah? It is not fame or power for its own sake. True success is fulfilling your unique purpose in this world, your tafkid. Each soul is sent here with a specific mission, a unique piece of the divine puzzle that only you can complete. Success is discovering that mission and accomplishing it. And when you are aligned with your true purpose, the universe conspires to help you. Resources flow, doors open, and you experience a sense of rightness, of being in the right place at the right time. Say with me, I am aligned with my divine purpose, my tafkid. My success is the fulfillment of my holy mission on earth. I am not just chasing goals, I am answering a divine calling. Let us now affirm this holy success. I am a channel for divine wisdom and creativity. Ideas, insights, and solutions flow to me effortlessly. I am guided in every decision. I have the siyata dishmaya, the help of heaven in all my endeavors. I am a master of my craft. I pursue excellence in all that I do. As it is written, do you see a man who excels in his work? He will stand before kings. My commitment to excellence makes me a sought-after expert in my field. I attract the right people and the right opportunities. My path is lined with mentors, partners, and clients who support my mission. I am a magnet for successful and righteous people. Together, we achieve great things. I overcome all obstacles with faith and perseverance. I see challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities to grow stronger. My emunah, my faith, is my shield and my sword. I am resilient. I am persistent. I am unstoppable. My success brings blessings to the world. My work is a service. I create value. I solve problems. I make people's lives better. The more people I serve, the more successful I become. My success is a Kiddush Hashem, a sanctification of God's name. I am worthy of great success. I release all feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. I am created in the image of God, and I am endowed with the power to succeed. I step into my greatness with confidence and humility. Finally, we approach the third door, wealth, Osher. We have spoken of this before, but let us go deeper. Wealth is not the enemy of spirituality. It is the fuel for it. It is the means by which we can perform the greatest mitzvot, supporting Torah, helping the poor, building communities. Abraham, our father, was very rich in cattle, in silver, and in gold. His wealth was the tool he used to spread the light of monotheism in the world. Holy wealth is not about consumption. It is about contribution. It is about having an overflow so that you can be a river of blessing to others. Say with me, I redefine wealth as a holy tool. My wealth is for the sake of heaven, L'Shem Shamayim. I am a steward of God's abundance, and I use it to bring light and goodness into the world. Let us affirm this blessed prosperity. I am a magnet for parnassah, for blessed livelihood. Opportunities to create wealth are drawn to me from all directions, expected and unexpected. The flow of money into my life is constant, abundant, and ever increasing. I am a master of managing money. I am wise, prudent, and disciplined. I honor the money that comes to me by managing it responsibly. My savings grow, my investments prosper, and my wealth multiplies. I give maaser, my tithe, with joy. I open the windows of heaven by sharing 1/10 of my income. I am a channel, not a dam. The more I give, the more I receive. My generosity is the key to my prosperity. I have an ayin tov, a good eye. I rejoice in the wealth of others, knowing that there is enough for everyone. I see abundance everywhere. My positive focus attracts more abundance into my own life. I am free from all debt. I live in a state of financial freedom. I owe nothing to anyone but to love them. My mind is free from the stress of lack, and I can focus on my divine service. I am worthy of immense wealth. I release all guilt and shame around money. I am a child of the King of Kings, and it is my Father's good pleasure to give me the kingdom. I accept my inheritance of abundance with gratitude and joy. Now, my friend, see these 3 doors, health, success, and wealth, dissolving. See them merging into one great, radiant gateway of light. You now understand that they are one. Your vibrant health gives you the energy for success. Your purposeful success creates the channels for wealth. Your blessed wealth gives you the freedom to maintain your health and expand your success. It is a holy, virtuous cycle, a galgal hashefa, a wheel of abundance. As you drift now into a deep and restorative sleep, let this unified vision be the landscape of your dreams. See yourself as a complete person, a shalem, healthy in body, successful in your mission, and wealthy in your resources, all for the glory of your Creator. Sleep now, and let these affirmations rebuild your subconscious mind, cell by cell, thought by thought, until you awaken as the whole, blessed and prosperous being you were always meant to be. Shalom. Welcome back, my friend, to the sacred space of your own soul. As the world sleeps, you are doing the holy work of transformation. We have opened the 3 doors of health, success, and wealth, and seen that they are one. Tonight, we will infuse all 3 with the single most powerful catalyst for divine blessing, Hakarat Hatov, the recognition of the good, the profound practice of gratitude. The Talmud asks, "Who is rich?" and answers, "He who is happy with his portion." This is the master key. Gratitude is not a passive feeling, it is an active force. It is the spiritual technology that turns what you have into enough, and more. It transforms the lead of your current circumstances into the gold of your future blessings. Say with me, and let this truth resonate in the deepest chambers of your heart. I am a master of gratitude. My gratitude is the fertile soil in which my health, success, and wealth flourish. I am rich, I am successful, and I am healthy because I am grateful. Let us first apply this to your health. It is easy to focus on the aches, the pains, the fatigue. The mind is naturally drawn to what is wrong. But Hakarat Hatov invites you to shift your focus. Are you breathing? That is a miracle. Is your heart beating? A miracle. Can you see, hear, walk? Miracles, all of them. The first words we say upon waking are Modeh Ani, I thank you, for returning our soul to our body. The day begins with gratitude for the simple fact of being alive. When you focus on the parts of your body that are working, you send them energy, you send them light. You create an inner environment of appreciation, and in such an environment, healing is accelerated. Gratitude releases endorphins, reduces stress hormones, and boosts your immune system. This is not just spirituality, it is science. Say with me, I am grateful for my body. I thank every cell, every organ, every limb for its tireless service. I focus on my health, not my sickness. My gratitude is the most powerful medicine. It heals my body and energizes my spirit. Now let us turn to success. It is the nature of an ambitious person to always be looking at the next mountain to climb. This is good, but it can also lead to a perpetual state of dissatisfaction. You achieve a goal, and for a fleeting moment you are happy. But then your eyes are already on the next higher peak. Gratitude anchors you in the present. It allows you to celebrate how far you have come. Look back at your life. Remember the challenges you have overcome, the skills you have learned, the successes you have already achieved, no matter how small they may seem. Acknowledge them. Be grateful for them. This is not about becoming complacent. It is about building a foundation of self-worth and confidence. When you are grateful for your past successes, you send a message to your subconscious mind. I am a person who succeeds. This belief becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. It gives you the confidence to take on even bigger challenges. Say with me, I am grateful for my journey. I celebrate every step, every victory, every lesson learned. My past successes are the foundation for my future triumphs. I am a successful person, and my gratitude proves it. Finally, let us apply gratitude to your wealth. This is perhaps the most challenging. When the bills are piling up, how can you be grateful? You must look for the hidden abundance. Do you have a roof over your head? Food in your refrigerator? Clothes to wear? These are riches that a vast portion of the world dreams of. Start there. Be grateful for the $10 in your pocket. Treat it with respect. See it not as only $10, but as a seed of future abundance. The Baal Shem Tov taught that blessings can only rest on a place of joy and gratitude. If you complain about your lack, you are creating a vessel of lack, and the universe will fill it with more lack. If you express gratitude for the little you have, you create a vessel of abundance, and the universe will rush to fill it. It is a spiritual law. What you appreciate, appreciates. What you are grateful for, grows. Say with me, I am grateful for all the wealth in my life, seen and unseen. I am grateful for the money I have and for the money that is flowing to me. I treat every dollar as a holy seed of prosperity. My gratitude for my current wealth is the magnet that is drawing immense, unimaginable wealth to me now. As you drift into a deep, healing sleep, let the feeling of gratitude be your blanket. Wrap yourself in it. Feel its warmth, its safety, its power. Dream of all the things you are grateful for in your health, your career, and your finances. Let your heart overflow with thanksgiving. You are a vessel of gratitude, and therefore you are a vessel of blessing. Sleep now, grateful soul. Sleep and awaken to a world where every corner is filled with reasons to say, thank you. Welcome back, my friend, to the sacred stillness of the night, where the gates of heaven are open to the whispers of your soul. We have journeyed through the palaces of identity, joy, and perception. Tonight, we will learn the most direct, practical, and mystically powerful action you can take to open the floodgates of abundance in your life. The holy practice of Maaser, the giving of a tenth. The prophet Malachi delivers a message of breathtaking boldness directly from God himself. Bring the full tithe into the storehouse, and test me now in this, says the Lord of hosts. If I will not open for you the windows of heaven, and pour out for you a blessing until there is no more room. This is the only place in all of Scripture where God says, test me. It is a divine challenge, a spiritual double dare. The act of giving 10% of your income to righteous causes is not an expense. It is the key that unlocks the windows of heaven. Say with me and feel the power of this divine contract. I embrace the holy mitzvah of Maaser. I give my tenth with joy and unwavering faith. I accept God's challenge, and I test Him in His promise. The windows of heaven are opening for me now, pouring out a blessing of health, success, and wealth beyond my wildest dreams. First, let us understand how Maaser directly impacts your wealth. It seems like a paradox. How can giving money away make you richer? Imagine your income is a river flowing into a lake. If the lake has no outlet, the water becomes stagnant, murky, and eventually the river stops flowing. Maaser is the outlet. By letting 10% flow out, you create a powerful current. This current keeps the water in your lake fresh and alive, and it signals to the source of the river, the infinite ocean of God's abundance, that this is a healthy, flowing system, ready to receive even more. Hoarding your money, on the other hand, is like damming the outlet. The flow stops. The energy stagnates. Generosity is not a loss. It is the engine of circulation. The Zohar teaches that the word for wealth, osher, is related to the word ishur, meaning confirmation or approval. When you give your ma'aser, you are confirming your trust in God as the source, and He, in turn, confirms your status as a worthy channel for His riches. Say with me, I am a channel, not a dam. I give my tenth, and I activate the divine law of flow. My ma'aser is not an expense. It is my single greatest investment. For every dollar I give, a tenfold blessing returns to me. My generosity is the cause of my prosperity. Next, let us see the connection between ma'aser and your success. When you commit to giving away 10% of your income, something profound shifts in your mindset. You are no longer working just for yourself, for your own needs and desires. You are working for a higher purpose. You are a partner in the holy work of tikkun olam, of repairing the world. You are working to support Torah scholars, to feed the hungry, to heal the sick. This elevated intention infuses your work with a new level of passion, focus, and creativity. You are no longer just a businessman, you are a holy agent, a treasurer for the King. This mindset gives you the strength to overcome obstacles and the inspiration to reach for greater heights. Furthermore, the act of giving connects you to the community and builds your reputation as a generous, trustworthy person, the very foundation of all lasting success. Say with me, my ma'aser gives my work a holy purpose. I am not just earning a living, I am earning to give. This higher mission fills me with unstoppable drive and divine inspiration. My success is guaranteed because my work is l'shem shamayim, for the sake of heaven. Finally, let us understand the surprising link between ma'aser and your health. The word ma'aser has the same letters as the word osher, wealth, but it also hints at healing. When you give your ma'aser to organizations that support the sick, Bikur Holim societies, or to poor families so they can afford nutritious food and proper medical care, you are literally investing in the health of the world. According to the spiritual law of midah keneged midah, measure for measure, the universe reflects back to you the energy you put out. By being a source of healing for others, you activate the forces of healing for yourself. Your tzedakah becomes a spiritual shield, protecting you and your family from sickness. It is a form of spiritual health insurance with a divine guarantee. Say with me, my ma'aser is a source of healing. I give to heal others, and that very act brings healing and protection to me and my family. My generosity is a shield that guards my body and soul. I am healthy because I am a source of health for the world. As you now drift into the deep, restorative peace of sleep, visualize yourself as a great channel. See the river of divine abundance flowing into you, and see the 10% flowing out from you to water the gardens of the world, making them bloom with knowledge, sustenance, and healing. And see how, because of this outflow, the river flowing into you becomes wider, deeper, and more powerful. You are a partner in the divine economy of blessing. You are a tester of God's promise, and you are finding that promise to be eternally true. Sleep now, generous soul. Sleep in the overflowing river of God's blessing. And awaken to a life where the windows of heaven are permanently open for you. Welcome back, my dear friend, for our final session in this holy journey into the heart of creation. For many nights, you have allowed your soul to be bathed in the light of ancient, eternal truth. You have absorbed the divine principles that govern not just wealth, but a life of complete wholeness, a life of vibrant health, magnificent success, and overflowing wealth. You are not the same person who began this journey. The seeds of greatness have been watered. The foundations of a new reality have been laid. Tonight we will weave all these golden threads together into a single, unbreakable tapestry of blessing. We will perform a final, powerful integration, sealing this wisdom into the very fabric of your being, so that you may walk forward as a living embodiment of divine abundance. Breathe deeply and feel the presence of all that you have learned. Feel the concepts not as intellectual ideas, but as living energies pulsating within you. We began by unifying the three great pillars of life: health, refuah, success, hatzlacha, and wealth, osher. You now understand that these are not separate pursuits, but facets of a single diamond, each reflecting the light of the others. Your health is the energy for your success. Your success is the channel for your wealth. Your wealth provides the freedom to enhance both your health and your success. You are no longer chasing scattered goals. You are cultivating a single, unified state of shlemut, of wholeness. Upon this unified vision, we laid the foundation of hakarat hatov, of gratitude. You have learned that wealth is not a number, but a state of consciousness. You are rich because you are grateful. You have trained your heart to say, Modeh ani, I thank you for the miracle of life itself, for the health you possess, for the successes you have achieved, and for the wealth that is already yours. This gratitude is the fertile soil in which all other blessings grow. We then learned to guard this garden with the power of our koach hadibur, our holy speech. You have chosen to abandon the path of the prosecutor and to become a defender, a speaker of lashon tov. You speak health into your body, success into your career, and wealth into your finances. You bless the success of others, and in doing so, you have become a magnet for your own. Your words are no longer idle chatter. They are creative acts, painting a masterpiece of a blessed life. With your reality being shaped by your words, you learn to walk the sacred path of hishtadlut and bitachon. You have embraced the holy dance of effort and trust. You are a warrior in your actions, diligent, excellent, and proactive in your health, your work, and your finances. And you are a mystic in your heart, trusting with perfect faith that the ultimate outcome is in the hands of your senior partner, the Creator of all. You work as if it all depends on you, and you trust as if it all depends on Him. At the core of this trust is the unshakable knowledge of your true identity. You are created in the Tselem Elohim, the image of God. You are not a mere mortal struggling for survival. You are royalty, a child of the King of the universe. This divine identity is the source of your worthiness. Your body is a holy temple, deserving of perfect health. Your mind is a channel for divine creativity, destined for success. And your birthright is the overflowing abundance of your Father's kingdom. Living from this royal identity, you have learned to cultivate the atmosphere of the palace. Simcha, pure, unadulterated joy. You know that joy is not a luxury, but a commandment, the very frequency of miracles. Your joy is your medicine, the fuel for your success, and the currency of the kingdom of wealth. You have learned to dance in the face of your challenges, knowing that joy breaks all barriers. And you have learned to speak the language of the palace, the language of tefillah, of prayer. You are in constant conversation with the King. You pray for health from the great physician, for success from the CEO of the universe, and for wealth from the owner of all treasures. Your prayer is not a desperate plea, but a confident conversation with your loving Father, aligning your will with His and opening the channels for His blessing. We polished the lens of your soul, choosing to see the world through an ayin tov, a good eye. You see the good in your body, you rejoice in the success of others, and you perceive the infinite abundance of God's world even when it is hidden. Your perception is creating your reality, and you have chosen to perceive a world of blessing. And you have learned to anchor your life in the sacred rhythms of holiness. You have embraced the Shabbat as your source of blessing, your weekly reset that brings healing, wisdom, and prosperity. And you have accepted the divine challenge of Ma'aser, the holy tithe, using your generosity to open the very windows of heaven. This is it, my friend. This is the path of the Torah millionaire. It is a path of wholeness, of gratitude, of integrity, of joy, of courage, and of deep, unshakable faith. As you now enter the final, deepest stage of your sleep, let this entire tapestry of wisdom become one with you. See yourself living this reality. Feel the person you have become. Healthy, successful, and wealthy, yes, but more importantly, a person who is a blessing, a source of light, a partner with God in the healing of the world. And now, with the authority vested in me as a teacher in Israel, I will seal these blessings within you. In the name of the God of Abraham, who had the faith to leave his home for an unknown future, may you be blessed with the courage to take your holy risks and the success of becoming a blessing to all the nations of the earth. In the name of the God of Isaac, who dug wells in a time of famine, may you be blessed with the resilience to find abundance even in challenging times, and the health to enjoy it. In the name of the God of Jacob, who wrestled with an angel and emerged as Israel, may you be blessed with the power to transform all your struggles into strengths and to build a legacy of wealth and meaning. By the merit of Sarah, who laughed with joy at the promise of new life, may your life be filled with the simcha that brings miracles. By the merit of Rebecca, whose ayin tov and generous spirit identified her as a vessel of blessing, may you always see and create goodness. By the merit of Rachel and Leah, who built a nation through their heartfelt tefillah, may your prayers always be answered for good. By the merit of Joseph, who held on to his vision even in the pit, may you be blessed with the power of creative visualization and the wisdom to manage your abundance. By the merit of Moses, who spoke to God face to face, may you be blessed with clarity and divine guidance. And by the merit of King David, who served God with joy, and his son King Solomon, the wisest of all men, may you be blessed with a life of joyful service and overflowing, wisely managed wealth. I now declare that these teachings are sealed in your soul. The gates are open, the channels are clear. Your new reality has begun. Go forth and live it. Be healthy, be successful, be wealthy, and in all things be a blessing. Amen, Ken. Yehi Ratzon. Amen. May this be God's will. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Welcome back, my friend, to the deep, creative silence of the night. Your soul is a fertile field, and we are planting the most potent seeds from the garden of Torah wisdom. We have spoken of what to do, the actions of prayer, tithing, and joyful work. Tonight we go deeper, to the very heart of action, to the invisible force that gives every action its power and direction, the power of kavanah, of focused intention. An action without kavanah is like a body without a soul. It is a form without life. Kavanah is the why behind the what. It is the conscious direction of your heart and mind toward a specific, holy purpose. It is the difference between a mindless routine and a powerful, reality-shaping ritual. Say with me and feel your focus sharpening to a laser point. I am a master of kavanah. Every action I take is infused with holy intention. My intention is the rudder that steers the ship of my life toward the shores of perfect health, magnificent success, and overflowing wealth. First, let us apply kavanah to your health. You can eat a healthy meal, but if you do so mindlessly while scrolling on your phone or worrying about work, you receive only a fraction of its benefit. The kavanah for eating is to consciously intend that this food should become blood and flesh and energy for the holy purpose of serving God. Before you eat, take a moment. Look at the food. Say the blessing with intention and think, I am consuming this life force to generate the energy to do good in the world. This kavanah transforms the act of eating from a physical function into a holy sacrament. The same applies to exercise. You can go through the motions at the gym, or you can have the kavanah. I am strengthening this holy vessel so that my soul has a strong and vibrant home from which to operate. This intention fills your movements with a higher purpose and a greater power. Say with me, I eat with kavanah. I exercise with kavanah. I infuse every act of self-care with the holy intention of creating a powerful vessel for my soul. My intention transforms my healthy habits into acts of divine service, and this multiplies their power to heal and energize me. Next, let us bring kavanah to your success. Two people can perform the exact same job. One does it for the paycheck, for the weekend, for the eventual retirement. His work is a chore. The other does it with kavanah. He sees his work as his unique contribution to tikkun olam, the repair of the world. The accountant is not just crunching numbers, he is creating order out of chaos. The builder is not just laying bricks, she is creating a home for a family. The software developer is not just writing code, he is creating a tool that will connect people or solve a problem. When you define the higher purpose of your work, you infuse it with a power that others cannot match. This is your why. Why do you do what you do? Your kavanah should be, I am doing this to reveal more of God's light in the world through the unique talents He has given me. This intention will give you the strength to persevere through challenges and the inspiration to achieve unprecedented levels of excellence. Say with me, I work with kavanah. I know the why behind my what. My work is my art, my service, my partnership with God in creation. This holy intention makes me a master in my field and guarantees my ultimate success. Finally, and most crucially, let us apply kavanah to your wealth. You can give tzedakah, your charity, by just writing a check, or you can give it with the kavanah. May this money bring healing to the sick, sustenance to the poor, and wisdom to the world. May this act connect me to the infinite flow of God's generosity. You can receive your paycheck, or you can receive it with the kavanah. I gratefully accept this flow of abundance from the hand of God, and I intend to use it as a tool for good. Kavanah is what distinguishes a rich person from a wealthy person. A rich person has money. A wealthy person has money and a holy purpose for that money. Your kavanah for wealth should be clear and written down. I intend to accumulate wealth in order to support my family in dignity, fund Torah education, build a hospital, create a foundation for. When your intention for wealth is selfless and holy, you become a much more attractive channel for God to send wealth through. You become a trusted partner. Say with me, I pursue and manage wealth with kavanah. I have a clear, holy, and selfless purpose for my money. I am not just accumulating capital, I am accumulating resources for the sake of heaven. Because my intention is pure, God entrusts me with an ever-increasing flow of abundance. As you now drift into the deep, healing sleep of the righteous, let your mind become a temple of holy intention. In your dreams, see yourself performing every action, eating, working, giving, receiving, with a clear and powerful why. You are no longer living on autopilot. You are a conscious creator, a mindful master of your reality. Every moment is an opportunity to infuse the physical world with spiritual light through the power of your focused heart. Sleep now, master of intention. Sleep in the peace that comes from a life lived with purpose, and awaken, ready to transform your world, one intentional act at a time. Welcome back, my friend, to the holy sanctuary of the night, a time when the veil between worlds is thin and your soul is ready to commune with the infinite. We have spoken of your divine identity, the power of joy, the balance of effort and trust. Tonight, we will activate the most direct line of communication you have to the source of all blessings, the sacred power of tefillah, of prayer. Prayer is not merely a recitation of requests. It is the spiritual technology for aligning your will with the divine will. It is the conversation of the soul with its creator. It is the act of creating a vacuum in your reality that only a divine blessing can fill. Say with me and feel your soul turning towards its source. I am a master of tefillah. My prayer is a powerful force that shapes my reality. I speak to the King, and the King hears my voice. My prayers for health, success, and wealth are answered with an overflowing abundance. First, let us understand the power of prayer for your health. The Talmud is filled with stories of sages who healed themselves and others through prayer. When we pray for health, we are doing several things. We are acknowledging that God is the ultimate healer, the Rofei Cholim. This act of humility itself reduces the stress and anxiety that are so detrimental to healing. We are also focusing our own mental and spiritual energy on the desired outcome. We are creating a vivid image of wholeness and vitality in our minds, and as we know, the body follows the mind. When you pray for health, don't just ask, "God, please heal me." Be specific. Pray for your cells to regenerate in perfect order. Pray for your immune system to be a mighty army. Pray for strength to flow into your limbs. Paint a picture of perfect health with your words, and offer that picture up to the divine artist. Say with me, I pray for my health with specificity and faith. I am a partner with God in my own healing. My prayers are a healing light that permeates every part of my body, restoring it to perfect, divine order. I am healed through the power of my connection to the healer of all flesh. Next, let us harness the power of prayer for your success. King David, one of the most successful leaders in history, was also the author of the Psalms, the greatest book of prayer ever written. His secret was that he was in constant conversation with God about his endeavors. He prayed before battles. He prayed for wisdom and judgment. He prayed for guidance and leadership. Prayer for success is not about asking God to do the work for you. It is about inviting God to be your senior partner in your work. It is asking for siyata dishmaya, for the help of heaven. When you pray about your business, you are elevating it from a mere worldly pursuit to a holy endeavor. You are asking for divine insight to see opportunities others miss, for the wisdom to navigate complex challenges, and for the favor to have your efforts bear fruit. Before a big meeting, take a moment to pray.
God, give me the right words to say. Let me be a channel for your wisdom and create a win-win outcome. Before launching a new project, pray, God, bless the work of my hands. May this project bring value to the world and success to my life. Say with me, I invite God to be the CEO of my career. I pray for divine guidance in all my professional endeavors. My prayer infuses my work with holiness and power, transforming my efforts into extraordinary success. Finally, let us unlock the treasury of heaven through prayer for your wealth. Many people feel ashamed to pray for money. They think it is unspiritual. This is a grave error. The daily Amidah prayer, the silent standing prayer that is the centerpiece of Jewish worship, is filled with requests for livelihood and sustenance. It is not only permissible to pray for wealth, it is a duty. By praying for Parnasa, you are affirming your belief that God is the source of all prosperity. You are demonstrating your bitachon, your trust, that your sustenance does not ultimately come from your boss or your clients, but from the open hand of the Creator. When you pray for wealth, be bold. You are speaking to the King of the universe, who owns all the silver and gold in the world. Don't pray for just enough to get by. Pray for an overflowing abundance, so that you can be a channel of blessing to others. Pray for wealth to support Torah scholars, to feed the poor, to build your community. When your prayer for wealth is L'Shem Shamayim, for the sake of heaven, it has immense power. Say with me, I pray for wealth with a bold and holy intention. I ask for an overflowing abundance, not for my own sake, but to be a river of blessing to the world. I am a trusted treasurer for the King, and I pray for the resources to do his work on a grand scale. My prayer for wealth is selfless, and therefore it is powerfully answered. As you now drift into the peaceful currents of sleep, let your soul rise up in prayer. Let your last waking thoughts be a conversation with your Creator. Speak to Him not as a distant deity, but as a loving Father. Share your hopes, your dreams, your needs for health, success, and wealth. Feel the love and attention with which He listens, and know that even before you have finished speaking, the answer is already on its way. Sleep now, beloved child of the praying King. Sleep in the certainty that your voice is heard in the highest heavens, and awaken to a life that is a beautiful answer to your most heartfelt prayers. Welcome back, my friend, to the deep, healing silence of the night. Your soul is an open vessel, and we are filling it with the light of ancient, life-altering wisdom. We have spoken of your identity, your joy, your power of speech. Tonight, we will adjust the very lens through which you view the world, and in doing so, change everything you see. We will learn the secret of the Ayin Tov, the good eye. In Pirkei Avot, the ethics of our fathers, the sages ask, what is the good path to which a person should cling? Rabbi Eliezer answers, a good eye. A good eye is not about optics. It is about perception. It is the conscious choice to see the good, the positive, the potential in every person and every situation. The opposite, the ayin hara, the evil or negative eye, is the tendency to see the bad, the lack, the flaw. The world you experience is a direct reflection of the eye with which you see. Say with me and feel your entire perspective shifting. I cultivate an ayin tov, a good eye. I choose to see the world through a lens of generosity, positivity, and abundance. My perception creates my reality, and I choose to perceive a reality of perfect health, magnificent success, and overflowing wealth. First, let us apply the ayin tov to your health. A person with an ayin hara looks at their body and sees only the wrinkles, the extra weight, the aches and pains. Their focus on the negative creates a state of stress and dissatisfaction that is toxic to the body. A person with an ayin tov looks at their body and sees the miracle. They see the strength in their legs that carry them, the wonder of their eyes that see, the faithfulness of their heart that beats without ceasing. By focusing on the health that is present, they amplify it. They create an inner environment of appreciation that promotes healing and vitality. When you look at another person, do you see their flaws or their beauty? When you look at yourself in the mirror, do you criticize or do you appreciate? The ayin tov is a choice. Choose to see the divine masterpiece that is your body. Say with me, I see my body with an ayin tov. I look past any imperfections and see the miracle of life and health within me. I appreciate the strength and vitality I possess, and this appreciation makes me even stronger and more vital. My good eye is a healing force for my body. Next, let us use the ayin tov to unlock your success. This is one of the most critical and difficult applications. When you see a colleague get a promotion or a competitor land a huge deal, what is your gut reaction? The ayin hara feels a pang of jealousy, a sense of being diminished. It thinks, why them and not me? This comes from a deep-seated belief in lack, a zero-sum mentality that says there is a limited pie of success.
The Ayin Tov, however, rejoices. It thinks, Baruch Hashem, how wonderful for them. If God can bless them with such success, it means that such success exists in the world, and He can bless me too. Rejoicing in another's success is the ultimate declaration of your belief in an abundant universe. It transforms you from a competitor into a co-creator. It opens your channels to receive a similar blessing. When you train your eye to see the success of others as a positive sign for yourself, you eliminate the toxic energy of envy and replace it with the magnetic energy of inspiration. Say with me, I see the success of others with an Ayin Tov. I rejoice in their victories, for they
are proof of the abundance available to all. I replace envy with inspiration, and jealousy with joyful expectation. By blessing the success of others, I call success into my own life. Finally, let us apply the Ayin Tov to your wealth. A person with an Ayin Hara looks at the world and sees scarcity. They see high prices, limited opportunities, and a shrinking economy. Their world is one of fear and contraction. A person with an Ayin Tov looks at the same world and sees abundance. They see a world filled with opportunities, with money flowing everywhere, with value being created in countless ways. They see a wealthy person not as someone who has taken from the pile, but as someone who has successfully channeled the flow of abundance. Your financial reality is a mirror of your financial perception. If you see lack, you will experience lack. If you train your eye to see the ever-present, infinite abundance of God's world, you will begin to experience that abundance. Look at the leaves on a single tree, the stars in the sky, the grains of sand on a beach. The Creator does not do scarcity. He does abundance. Your job is to align your perception with His reality. Say with me, I see the world with an Ayin Tov of wealth. I see abundance, opportunity, and prosperity everywhere. I look past any appearance of lack and connect with the infinite underlying reality of divine abundance. My eye is trained to see wealth, and therefore wealth is drawn to me. As you now drift into the deep, healing currents of sleep, let the lens of your soul be cleansed and polished. Let all negativity, all criticism, all envy be washed away. In your dreams, see the world and everyone in it, including yourself, through a radiant, generous, and loving eye. See the good, see the holy, see the potential. You are becoming a master of perception, an alchemist who turns every scene into a landscape of blessing. Sleep now, soul, with the good eye. Sleep in the beautiful, abundant world that you are now creating for yourself. And awaken to a day where everything you see is a reflection of goodness, grace, and glory. Welcome back, my friend, to the sacred oasis of the night. Your soul is drinking deeply from the wells of ancient wisdom, and you are being renewed. Tonight, we will enter the palace in time, the island of peace in the stormy sea of life, the ultimate source of all blessing, the holy Shabbat. The Shabbat is not merely a day of not working, it is a day of actively receiving. For 6 days we engage in hishtadlut, in creative effort. But on the 7th day, we cease our own creating to connect with the Creator. We stop chasing blessings and allow the blessings to find us. The Shabbat is called Mekor HaBracha, the source of the blessing. It is the spiritual recharging station for your soul and for your health, success, and wealth. Say with me and feel the holiness of this day descending upon you. I embrace the holy Shabbat. I cease my striving, and I enter into a state of divine rest. The Shabbat is my source of blessing, my fountain of renewal, and my taste of the world to come. By honoring the Shabbat, I fill my life with peace and prosperity. First, let us understand the profound connection between Shabbat and your health. For 6 days, our bodies are in a state of doing, of stress, of wear and tear. The Shabbat is the divinely prescribed medicine for this condition. It is 25 hours of deep cellular rest. It is a time to disconnect from the screens, the deadlines, the pressures that create the stress hormones that are so damaging to our health. When we light the Shabbat candles, we are not just igniting wicks, we are igniting the light of our neshama, our soul, allowing it to shine and to heal the body that houses it. The festive meals, the joyful songs, the time spent with loved ones, all of these are powerful healing modalities. The Shabbat is a weekly spa for the soul, and a rejuvenated soul creates a rejuvenated body. Say with me, the Shabbat is my sanctuary of health. I release the stress of the week, and I allow my body and soul to be completely renewed. The peace of Shabbat is my greatest medicine, restoring my vitality and ensuring my long and healthy life. Next, let us see how Shabbat is the secret engine of your success. It seems counterintuitive. How can stopping all work for a full day make you more successful? The Talmud tells a story of a Roman emperor who asked Rabbi Akiva why the Jews were so successful. Rabbi Akiva told him it was because they had a secret spice they put in their food. The emperor asked for some of this spice. Rabbi Akiva replied, "The spice is called Shabbat. It only works for those who keep it." For 6 days, we operate with our own limited intelligence and creativity. On Shabbat, we connect to the infinite mind of the Creator. We receive an influx of divine wisdom, of clarity, of higher perspective. The greatest business ideas, the solutions to the most complex problems, often come not in the heat of the work week, but in the serene peace of a Shabbat afternoon. By resting, you are not falling behind, you are leaping ahead. You are allowing your senior partner to do his work. Say with me, my rest on Shabbat is my most productive activity. I disconnect from the noise of the world to connect with the source of all wisdom. I receive divine insight and clarity on Shabbat that makes my work during the week exponentially more effective and successful. The Shabbat is my secret weapon for success. Finally, let us understand the deep, mystical connection between Shabbat and your wealth. The sages teach that the parnassah, The livelihood for the entire coming week is determined and allotted on Shabbat. By honoring the Shabbat, by making it a delight, Oneg Shabbat, you create a worthy vessel to receive a generous allotment of wealth. How do we make the Shabbat a delight? By buying the best food, wearing our finest clothes, singing with joy, learning Torah. Every dollar you spend to honor the Shabbat is not an expense. It is an investment in your parnasa for the coming week. It is a declaration of faith that says, I am not worried about this expense because I trust that the source of all blessings will provide for me. This act of joyful, faithful spending on a holy cause opens the floodgates of heaven. The Talmud promises that whoever lends to the Shabbat will repay him. Say with me, I invest in the honor of the Shabbat with a joyful and generous heart. I make the Shabbat a royal delight, fit for the queen that she is. I know that by honoring the Shabbat, I am creating the vessel for a week of overflowing prosperity. The Shabbat is my divine financial advisor, and she always brings a magnificent return. As you now drift into the deep, peaceful sleep of the righteous, imagine yourself at a beautiful Shabbat table. The candles are glowing. The challah is warm. The wine is sweet. Your family and friends are around you, singing songs of praise. Feel the peace. Feel the joy. Feel the holiness. This is not just a dream. It is a taste of your divine inheritance. This is the source. This is the Mekor HaBracha. Sleep now, holy soul. Sleep in the embrace of the Shabbat Queen, and awaken, ready for a week filled with the health, success, and wealth that were allotted to you in this sacred time. Welcome back, my friend, to the sacred stillness of the night, where the deepest transformations occur. We have established the unity of health, success, and wealth, and we have infused them with the power of gratitude. Tonight, we will sharpen the most powerful tool you possess for shaping your reality in all three of these areas. Your power of speech, your koach hadibur. King Solomon, the wisest of all men, taught us, death and life are in the power of the tongue. This is not a metaphor. Your words are creative forces. They are the chisels that sculpt your health, the engines that drive your success, and the magnets that attract or repel your wealth. The laws of Lashon Hara, negative speech, and Lashon Tov, positive speech, are the user's manual for this divine power. Say with me, and feel the weight and wonder of this truth. My words create my worlds. I am the architect of my reality, and my speech is my primary building material. I choose to speak words of life, health, success, and wealth for myself and for others. Let's first examine the connection between your speech and your health. How often do you say things like, "I'm sick and tired. This headache is killing me," or "I catch every cold that goes around"? These are not harmless expressions. They are negative affirmations. They are instructions to your subconscious mind,
and to your body's cells. You are literally programming yourself for sickness. The body is incredibly responsive to the mind, and the mind is directed by your words. To cultivate a healthy body, you must practice healthy speech. Speak of your body with love and appreciation. Instead of focusing on what's wrong, speak about what's right. Say, "My body is strong and resilient. I feel more energetic every day." Or, "My immune system is a powerful fortress." Even if you don't fully feel it yet, you are planting the seeds. You are giving your body a new set of instructions, a new blueprint to follow. Say with me, "I speak health into my body. I release all negative speech about my physical well-being. My words are a healing balm, restoring and rejuvenating every cell. I speak of vitality, and I become vital." Now, consider the impact of your speech on your success. Do you speak about your work with enthusiasm and passion, or do you complain and gossip about your boss, your clients, your colleagues? Complaining about your job is like drilling a hole in the bottom of your own boat. It creates an energy of negativity that repels opportunities. No one wants to promote or partner with a complainer. On the other hand, when you speak with lashon tov about your work, you become a magnet for success. Praise your colleagues' strengths. Speak about your company's mission with conviction. Talk about your projects with excitement. This positive speech creates an upward spiral. It improves morale, it strengthens relationships, and it positions you as a leader, as someone who sees the good and contributes to it. Furthermore, how do you speak about yourself?
Do you say, "I'm not good at this," or "I'll probably fail"? Stop. You are cursing your own efforts. Replace this with affirmations of competence. I am a quick learner. I am a creative problem solver. I am fully capable of achieving my goals. Say with me, "I speak success into my career. I am a source of positive energy in my workplace. I speak of my own abilities with confidence and faith. My words are paving the road to my professional triumph." Finally, and most powerfully, let's look at your speech about wealth. This is where lashon hara can be most subtle and most devastating. When you hear of another's financial success, what is your first verbal reaction? Is it, "Wow, he must have gotten lucky," or "I wonder what corners he cut"? This is financial lashon hara. It stems from a belief in lack, the idea that another's gain is your loss. By speaking this way, you reinforce the energy of lack in your own life. The proper Torah true response is to say, "Baruch Hashem, blessed is God. May he have even more success." This is the practice of ayin tov, the good eye, expressed through lashon tov, the good tongue. By blessing another's wealth, you declare your belief in an abundant universe, and you open the channel for that abundance to flow to you. And how do you speak about your own finances? Do you constantly say, "I'm broke, I can't afford that, everything is so expensive"? You are affirming and creating a reality of poverty. Change your language. Even if your account is low, say, "Money is flowing to me. I am a magnet for abundance. I have everything I need, and more is on its way." This is not lying. It is speaking your desired future into existence. Say with me, I speak wealth into my life. I bless the success of others, and in doing so, I bless myself. I speak of abundance, not of lack. My words are magnets, attracting prosperity from every direction. As you now drift into the peaceful realm of sleep, let your tongue be purified. In your dreams, let every word you speak be one of healing, of encouragement, of blessing. Feel the immense power you hold, the power to build or to destroy with this small muscle in your mouth. And choose, consciously and forever, to be a builder. A builder of health, a builder of success, a builder of wealth, for yourself and for all those around you. Sleep now, master of the holy tongue. Sleep and awaken to a world that has been beautifully reshaped by your own blessed words. Welcome back, my friend, to the deep, quiet sanctuary of your soul. You are absorbing the light of ancient wisdom, and it is transforming you from the inside out. We have seen how health, success, and wealth are a unified whole, amplified by gratitude and directed by our speech. But a crucial question arises: what is my role, and what is God's role? The answer lies in one of the most profound and practical dualities in Jewish thought: the sacred dance of hishtadlut, our personal effort, and bitachon, our absolute trust in God. These are the two wings of the soul. With only one, you will spin in circles. With both working in harmony, you will soar to unimaginable heights. Say with me, and feel these two mighty forces coming into perfect balance within you. I am a master of the sacred dance. I act with all my strength, and I trust with all my soul. My effort is the vessel. God's blessing is the infinite light that fills it. In my health, my success, and my wealth, I am a partner with the Almighty. First, let us apply this to your health. Hishtadlut in health means doing everything the doctors and common sense tell you to do. You eat well, you exercise, you get enough sleep, you take your prescribed medicine. This is your sacred duty. To neglect this is to be like a man who stands in a burning building and prays for rescue while refusing to walk down the stairs. You must do your part. But once you have done your part, you must engage your bitachon. You must trust that the healing ultimately comes from God, the Rofei Cholim, the healer of the sick. You trust that God is guiding the doctor's hands, that He is empowering the medicine, that He is directing your body's own healing mechanisms. This trust removes the anxiety, the fear, the stress that so often hinders healing. You do the physical work, and then you surrender the outcome to the great physician. Say with me, in my health, I practice intelligent effort and perfect trust. I am a proactive partner in my own well-being, and I place my ultimate faith in the healer of all flesh. I do my best, and I trust God with the rest. This balance brings me peace and accelerates my healing. Next, let us see this dance in your success. Hishtadlut for success
is the hard work. It's the studying, the practicing, the networking, the long hours, the strategic planning. You must be diligent. You must strive for excellence. The manna from heaven did not fall into the Israelites' tents. They had to go out and gather it. Your effort is your gathering. But bitachon means knowing that the opportunity itself, the brilliant idea, the yes from the client, the promotion, that is a gift from God. You can work 18-hour days, but if God's blessing is not on your work, it will not bear fruit. This understanding frees you from the ego trap of thinking, I did it all myself, and from the despair of thinking, my failure is all my fault. You work as if everything depends on you, and you pray as if everything depends on God. This is the secret of the unstoppable entrepreneur. He is both a relentless worker and a humble servant of the divine. Say with me, in my success, I combine maximum effort with absolute trust. I build my pipeline with diligence and excellence, and I trust that God will provide the flow of blessing. I am a warrior in my actions and a mystic in my heart. This combination makes me invincible. Finally, let us apply this to your wealth. Hishtadlut for wealth is the practical financial
Management. You create a budget. You save. You invest wisely. You seek out opportunities. You don't just sit and wait for a lottery ticket to be a winner. You create the vessels that can hold and grow wealth. But bitachon is the deep, unshakable knowledge that God is the true source of all riches. The economy can fluctuate, a stock can crash, a business can fail. But the source of all abundance is eternal and unchanging. This trust allows you to act with courage, not with fear. It allows you to invest without being paralyzed by the risk of loss. It allows you to be generous, to give your tzedakah with an open hand, because you know your 90% with God's blessing is infinitely more powerful than 100% without it. You do the practical work of a CFO, and you maintain the faith of a Kabbalist. Say with me, in my wealth, I am both practical and faithful. I manage my money with wisdom, and I trust in the infinite, unshakable source of all prosperity. I am a responsible steward and a faithful child of the King. Therefore, my wealth is both secure and ever expanding. As you now surrender to the peaceful embrace of sleep, feel these two wings growing from your soul. The wing of hishtadlut, strong, muscular, and ready for action. The wing of bitachon, made of pure light, serene and full of faith. See yourself soaring through the sky, held aloft by this perfect balance. You are not a passive victim, nor are you an arrogant master of your own destiny. You are something far greater. You are a partner, a friend, a beloved child of God, dancing through life with Him. Sleep now, holy partner. Sleep in the perfect harmony of effort and trust, and awaken ready to conquer the world with your actions and to find peace in your surrender. Welcome back, my friend, to the Holy of Holies, the deep, silent chamber of your own soul. Tonight, we go to the very beginning, to the source of all your power, potential, and worthiness. We go to the declaration in the first chapter of Genesis. Vayivra Elokim et ha'adam betzalmo, B'Tselem Elokim bara oto. And God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him. This is the most profound and empowering statement ever made about humanity. You are not just a clever animal. You are a reflection of the Creator of the universe. A spark of the infinite God is the very essence of your being. Understanding this truth is the master key that unlocks the fullness of health, success, and wealth. Say with me, and let this truth shatter every limiting belief you have ever held about yourself. I am created in the Tselem Elokim, the image of God. I am a spark of the infinite. My value is not based on my accomplishments or my bank account. It is inherent, eternal, and absolute. I am royalty. I am a child of the King. First, let us understand how Tselem Elokim relates to your health. If your body is the vessel that houses a spark of God Himself, then how must you treat it? You must treat it like a sacred temple. The laws of kashrut, of keeping kosher, are not just arbitrary rules. They are a system for cultivating mindfulness about what we allow into our holy vessel. The emphasis on cleanliness and hygiene in Jewish law is a reflection of the fact that the body is a sanctuary. When you see your body not as a source of trouble or a machine that breaks down, but as the physical garment of your divine soul, your entire relationship with it changes. You will naturally want to nourish it with the best foods, keep it clean and strong, and protect it from harm. You will see that caring for your body is not a selfish act. It is an act of reverence for the Creator. Say with me, my body is the palace of my soul, a temple for the divine spark within me. I treat my body with the reverence and care befitting a holy place. By honoring my body, I honor God. And a body that is honored with holiness is naturally filled with the divine light of health and vitality. Next, let us see how Tselem Elokim is the engine of your success. What is the primary attribute of God that we see in the Torah? He is a creator. In the beginning, God created. And if you are made in His image, then you too are a creator. Your mind, your imagination, your ability to innovate and solve problems. This is the reflection of God's creative power within you. True success is not about competing in a zero-sum game. It is about creating new value, bringing something into the world that did not exist before. An artist who paints a masterpiece, an entrepreneur who builds a new company, a teacher who inspires a student. They are all acting in their Tselem Elokim. They are being partners with God in the ongoing work of creation. When you realize that your creative impulse is divine, you will stop doubting it. You will stop being afraid to bring your unique ideas into the world. You will understand that your mission is to create. Say with me, I am a creator,
made in the image of the Creator. My mind is a channel for divine innovation. I have the power to bring new value, new solutions, and new beauty into the world. My success is a testament to the creative power of God that flows through me. I honor my creative gifts and use them to their fullest potential. Finally, let us connect Tselem Elohim to your wealth. This is a radical idea. If you are a child of the King of the universe, what is your rightful inheritance? Is it lack, struggle, and poverty? Or is it abundance, dignity, and overflowing prosperity? A king does not want his children to live like paupers. He wants them to have everything they need to live a royal life and to represent the kingdom with honor. Your feeling of unworthiness for wealth is a denial of your royal lineage. It is a form of false humility. True humility is knowing that you are a child of the King, and that all the wealth you acquire is not yours, but His. You are a steward, a royal treasurer, tasked with managing a portion of the kingdom's riches for the good of all. When you see yourself as a royal heir, you will carry yourself differently. You will expect abundance. You will not be surprised when large sums of money flow to you. You will see it as your natural state. Say with me, I am a child of the King of the universe. Abundance is my birthright. I am a royal heir, and I claim my inheritance of prosperity. I am a worthy steward of the King's riches, and I manage them with wisdom, integrity, and generosity for the glory of the kingdom. As you now drift into the deep, restorative peace of sleep, let this royal identity permeate your entire being. See yourself not as a struggling commoner, but as a prince or princess of the Most High. Feel the dignity, the confidence, the quiet power that comes with this realization. In your dreams, walk through the palace of your Father, the King. See the endless storehouses of blessings, and know that all this is yours, not because you have earned it, but because of who you are. Sleep now, royal soul. Sleep in the loving and abundant embrace of your Father, the King, and awaken, ready to live the magnificent life you were created for. Welcome back, my friend, to the sacred stillness of the night, where your soul is open to the deepest secrets of creation. We have established your royal identity as a child of God. Now we will learn the language of the palace, the emotional frequency of the kingdom, the profound power of simcha, of joy. The great Hasidic master, Rabbi Nachman of Breslov, taught, "It is a great mitzvah to always be in a state of joy." He did not say, "It is a nice feeling." He said, "It is a great commandment." Why? Because joy is the atmosphere of heaven. Joy is the frequency of miracles. Joy is the open channel through which all blessings, health, success, and wealth flow into our lives. Say with me, and feel a smile spread from your heart to your lips, I choose joy. Joy is my natural state, for I am a child of the King, and the King's palace is a place of joy. My joy is the most powerful magnet for all good things.
I fulfill the great commandment to be in a state of constant joy. First, let us understand the undeniable link between simcha and your health. The wisest of all men, King Solomon, wrote in Proverbs, "A joyful heart is good medicine, but a broken spirit dries the bones." Modern science has proven this ancient wisdom. Joy and laughter release endorphins, lower stress hormones, boost the immune system, and create a physiological state conducive to healing. Sadness, anxiety, and depression, atzvut, do the opposite. They create a state of chronic inflammation, suppress the immune system, and make the body vulnerable to disease. Therefore, choosing joy is one of the most important health decisions you can make. Even when you are feeling unwell, you must find a reason for joy. Be joyful that you are alive. Be joyful that you have doctors. Be joyful that God is the ultimate healer. By choosing joy even in sickness, you become an active partner in your own healing. You create the inner environment where miracles can happen. Say with me, "My joy is my medicine. I cultivate a joyful heart and it heals my body. I laugh in the face of sickness, and my laughter dissolves all infirmity. I choose joy, and therefore I choose health." Next, let us see how simcha is the fuel for your success. The Talmud teaches that the Shekhinah, the divine presence, does not rest in a place of sadness or lethargy, but only in a place of joy. The divine presence is the source of all inspiration, creativity, and brilliant ideas. Therefore, to be a channel for the insights that lead to success, you must be in a state of joy. Welcome back, my friend, to the sacred stillness of the night, where your soul is open to the deepest truths of the universe. We have spoken of action, of intention, of perception. Tonight, we will ignite the very fuel that powers the engine of creation, the profound, reality-bending power of emunah, of pure faith. Emunah is not just a belief that God exists. The demons also believe God exists. Emunah is the unwavering, bone-deep conviction that God is good, that He loves you personally and unconditionally, and that everything He does, everything, is for your ultimate good. It is a radical trust that transcends logic and circumstances. It is the foundational pillar upon which a life of miracles is built. Say with me, and feel this unshakable trust filling every cell of your being. I am a person of emunah. My faith is my shield, my fortress, and my greatest asset. I trust in the goodness of God, and this trust transforms my reality, turning challenges into blessings and darkness into light. First, let us understand the power of emunah for your health. When faced with a health challenge, it is natural for fear and doubt to arise. But emunah is the antidote. Emunah says, even this is from God, and therefore, even this is for my good. This does not mean the illness is good in itself. It means that the process can be a catalyst for profound spiritual growth, for a deeper connection to God, for a re-evaluation of one's life. Emunah is the belief that healing is always possible, because the Creator is not bound by the laws of nature that He Himself created. Praying with emunah means praying with the absolute conviction that your prayer can and will be answered.
This state of faith creates the optimal physiological condition for healing, calming the nervous system and activating the body's innate restorative powers. Say with me, I face all health challenges with emunah. I trust that this too is for my ultimate good. My faith is a healing force, more powerful than any medicine. I believe in miracles, and therefore I am a candidate for miracles. My body is healed through the power of my unwavering faith in the healer of all flesh. Next, let us apply the power of emunah to your success. The path to success is never a straight line. It is filled with setbacks, with rejections, with moments of profound doubt. It is at these moments that emunah becomes your most critical asset. Emunah is the voice that whispers, "This closed door is not a rejection. It is a redirection. God is guiding you to an even better path." It is the conviction that the long delay is not a denial, but a preparation. God is preparing you for a greater level of success than you are currently ready for. Joseph spent years in a pit and a prison, but his emunah never wavered. He knew he was destined for greatness, and he saw every setback as a necessary part of the journey. This faith is what allowed him to maintain his sanity and his spirit, so that when the moment of opportunity
arrived, he was ready. Say with me, I view my career with the eyes of emunah. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Every closed door is a redirection to a greater opportunity. I trust the divine timing of my life. My faith makes me resilient, persistent, and ultimately spectacularly successful. Finally, let us unlock the infinite treasury of wealth with the key of emunah. Emunah is the absolute conviction that God, the source of all wealth, wants you to be abundant. It is the understanding that parnasa, livelihood, is a divine decree, not just a result of market forces. This faith allows you to operate in the world of business with a calm and a courage that is baffling to others. You can take calculated risks because you know your ultimate security is not in the stock market, but in God. You can be generous and give your ma'aseh freely because you know that your 90% with God's blessing is worth more than 100% without it. You can weather financial storms with peace because you know that your Father, the King, will always provide for his children. This faith, this radical trust, is the most magnetic force for wealth in the universe. It signals to God that you are a worthy and reliable partner for his abundance. Say with me, I have perfect emunah in God as the source of my wealth. I am free from financial fear and anxiety. I act with courage and generosity, knowing that my provider is infinite and unfailing. My faith is my true fortune, and it attracts all material fortunes to me. As you now drift into the deep, peaceful ocean of sleep, let the anchor of emunah hold you steady. Let all fear, all doubt, all worry be dissolved in the infinite ocean of your trust in God's goodness. In your dreams, see yourself walking through storms with a serene smile, knowing you are safe. See yourself facing giants with the confidence of David, knowing God is on your side. You are a fortress of faith, a tower of trust. Nothing can shake you because your foundation is not in the shifting sands of this world, but in the eternal rock of the Creator. Sleep now, faithful soul. Sleep in the perfect, loving, and unshakable embrace of your Father in heaven, and awaken to a life where your faith makes all things possible. Welcome back, my friend, to the sacred workshop of the soul. In the quiet of the night, we are not just learning ideas, we are forging a new self. We have spoken of faith, of intention, of joy. Tonight, we will begin the most intimate and essential work of all, the holy labor of Tikkun Hamidot, the rectification of our character traits. A person can have great faith and grand intentions, but if the vessel of his character is cracked, the blessings will leak out. A flawless diamond is worthless if it is set in a cheap, broken ring. Your character is the setting for the diamond of your soul. To build a life of lasting health, success, and wealth, you must first build a character of strength, integrity, and holiness. Say with me and commit yourself to this sacred internal work. I am dedicated to Tikkun Hamidot, the perfection of my character. I am forging a vessel worthy of the immense blessings that are flowing to me. My good character is the ultimate guarantor of my health, success, and wealth. First, let us apply this to your health. The Rambam, Maimonides, who was one of the greatest doctors in history, as well as a Torah giant, taught that negative character traits are the root of many physical illnesses. Anger, for example, floods the body with toxic stress hormones. Arrogance leads to reckless behavior. Impatience leads to chronic stress. To heal the body, you must heal the soul. Cultivate the midah of savlanut, patience. Be patient with your body's healing process. Be patient with the seeming slowness of your progress. Patience replaces the poison of stress with the balm of acceptance. Cultivate the midah of anava, humility. Recognize that you are not the master of your body. You are its guardian. This humility leads to prudence, to listening to good advice, and to avoiding the reckless behaviors that destroy health. Say with me, I heal my body by healing my character. I cultivate patience, and it brings me peace. I cultivate humility, and it brings me wisdom. My good midot, my good character traits, are the guardians of my physical well-being. Next, let us see how Tikkun Hamidot is the bedrock of your success. The business world is littered with talented, brilliant people who failed because of character flaws. The arrogant CEO who refuses to listen to his team. The impatient entrepreneur who gives up just before the breakthrough. The undisciplined genius who cannot manage his time or his priorities. Talent without character is a powerful car with no steering wheel. It will eventually crash. The midah of zrizut, alacrity or diligence, is essential. It is the ability to do what needs to be done without procrastination. The midah of emet, truthfulness, builds the trust that is the foundation of all long-term business relationships. The midah of menuchat hanefesh, inner peace, allows you to lead with clarity and calm, even in a crisis. Your success will be a direct reflection of the strength of your character. Say with me, my character is my capital. I build my success on the bedrock of good midot. I am patient, I am humble, I am diligent, I am truthful. My character makes me a leader whom others trust and follow. My inner strength is the source of my outer success. Finally, let us understand how tikkun hamidot is the only way to hold on to true wealth. The Talmud says, "Who is mighty? He who conquers his own inclination." It does not say, "He who conquers the stock market." Conquering your own inclination, your greed, your impulsiveness, your desire for instant gratification is the key to building and maintaining wealth. The midah of histapkut, contentment or self-sufficiency, is crucial. It is the ability to be happy with what you have, which frees you from the slavery of consumer debt and impulsive spending. It allows you to live within your means and invest for the future. The midah of nedivut, generosity, is the antidote to the poison of greed. By cultivating a generous spirit, you transform yourself from a hoarder into a channel, aligning yourself with the divine flow of abundance. Your character determines whether you will be a wise steward of wealth or a foolish slave to it. Say with me, I conquer my own inclinations, and therefore I am mighty. I cultivate contentment, and it brings me financial freedom. I cultivate generosity, and it brings me true abundance. My rectified character is the strongbox that holds and grows my wealth for generations. As you now drift into the deep, transformative sleep of the righteous, let your soul enter the holy workshop of tikkun hamidot. In your dreams, see yourself acting with patience, with humility, with discipline, with generosity. See yourself becoming the person you need to be to handle the immense blessings that are coming your way. You are not just praying for blessings, you are building the vessel to hold them. This is the deepest work. This is the holiest work. Sleep now, noble soul. Sleep and be forged anew in the fires of self-perfection. And awaken, a little stronger, a little purer, a little more worthy of the magnificent destiny that awaits you. Welcome back, my friend, to the deep, creative silence of the night. Your soul is a holy temple, and we are now lighting the lamps in its innermost chambers. We have spoken of character, of faith, of joy. Tonight, we will learn the secret of the masters, the spiritual technology that transforms the mundane into the miraculous, the power of kedusha, of holiness. Holiness is not something reserved for rabbis or for the synagogue. Kedusha is the art of infusing the ordinary with the extraordinary. It is the act of inviting God into every corner of your life. Your kitchen, your office, your bedroom. It is the understanding that there is no separation between the sacred and the secular. It is all one, and it can all be made holy. By elevating the mundane acts of your life to a level of holiness, you transform your entire existence into a magnet for divine blessing. Say with me, and feel your entire life becoming a sacred vessel. I embrace the path of Kedusha. I infuse every action, every moment with holiness. My life is a sanctuary, and the divine presence dwells within it. Because my life is holy, it is naturally filled with the divine blessings of health, success, and wealth. First, let us bring Kedusha into your health. You can eat a meal, or you can perform the holy act of nourishing the temple of your soul. The difference is Kedusha. Before you eat, you wash your hands in a ritual manner. You say the blessing, the bracha, with kavanah, with intention. You are no longer just consuming calories. You are participating in a sacred ritual that connects you to the Creator of all food. You eat mindfully, appreciating the taste, the texture, the life force within the food. This act of infusing your eating with holiness has a profound effect on your body. It improves digestion. It changes your relationship with food from one of craving to one of reverence. And it nourishes you on a soul level. The same is true for physical intimacy within the context of marriage. The Torah sees this not as a base act, but as one of the holiest acts a person can perform, a reflection of the unity of God and His creation. When performed with Kedusha, it brings immense blessings of health, vitality, and peace. Say with me, I bring Kedusha to the temple of my body. I eat with holiness. I rest with holiness. I live with holiness. By making my physical life sacred, I transform it into a powerful conduit for divine healing and vibrant health. Next, let us bring Kedusha to your success. You can run a business, or you can run a holy enterprise. The difference is Kedusha. A holy business is one that is dedicated to a higher purpose than just profit. Its mission is to create value, to serve its customers with integrity, to treat its employees with dignity, and to operate in a way that brings honor to God's name, Kiddush Hashem. When you dedicate your business to God, it is no longer just your business. It is His business, and you are His managing director. This changes everything. You will make decisions not just based on the bottom line, but based on what is right, what is true, what is holy. And, paradoxically, this is the greatest secret to long-term success. A business with a soul, a business with a holy mission, attracts the best talent, the most loyal customers, and the unwavering blessing of its senior partner. Say with me, my work is a holy calling. I dedicate my business, my career, to the glory of God. I operate with integrity. I serve with excellence, and I create value with a holy purpose. My success is the success of a sacred mission, and therefore it is unlimited and unstoppable. Finally, let us bring Kedusha to your wealth. Money can be a profane, worldly force, a source of greed, conflict, and anxiety. Or it can be a tool of holiness, a means of sanctification. The difference is Kedusha. How do you make money holy? First, by earning it in a holy way, with absolute integrity, as we have discussed. Second, by dedicating it to holy purposes. When you receive money, mentally consecrate it. Say, a portion of this is for God. This is the consciousness of Ma'aser, the tithe. When you set aside that first 10% for tzedakah, you sanctify the remaining 90%. The 90% that is connected to holiness is blessed, and it multiplies. The 100% that is kept for oneself is purely secular, and it has no inherent blessing. Furthermore, you can use your wealth to create holiness in the world. You can fund a synagogue, a school, a soup kitchen. You can use your home, bought with your blessed wealth, for the mitzvah of Hachnasat Orchim, of welcoming guests. When your wealth is a tool for creating more holiness in the world, God has a vested interest in giving you more of it. You become His venture capitalist for holiness. Say with me, my wealth is holy. I earn it with integrity, and I dedicate it to sacred purposes. I am a venture capitalist for God, funding the holy work of Tikkun Olam. Because my wealth is used for Kedusha, it is constantly replenished and multiplied from the infinite treasury of heaven. As you now drift into the deep, sanctifying sleep of the righteous, let the light of Kedusha fill every corner of your being. In your dreams, see yourself as a high priest, a Kohen Gadol, serving in the temple. But the temple is not in Jerusalem. It is your life. Your kitchen is the altar. Your office is the sanctuary. Your bedroom is the Holy of Holies. Every act is a sacred service. You are no longer living an ordinary life. You are living a holy experiment, a divine masterpiece. Sleep now, holy soul. Sleep in the sanctuary of your own sanctified life. And awaken to a world where everything you touch, everything you do, and everything you are is infused with the miraculous, blessing-attracting power of Kedusha. Welcome back, my friend, to the deep, cleansing silence of the night. Your soul is open, ready to receive the healing waters of ancient wisdom. We have spoken of building, of creating, of attracting. Tonight, we must speak of the essential, powerful act of clearing the path. Before you can build a magnificent palace, you must clear away the debris from the foundation. This holy work is called teshuvah. Teshuvah is often translated as repentance, but its root meaning is to return. It is the act of returning to your true divine self, to the pure soul that God gave you at birth.
It is the process of identifying and removing the spiritual blockages, the negative habits, the limiting beliefs, the past mistakes that are obstructing the flow of divine blessing into your life. Say with me and feel a wave of purification washing over you. I embrace the holy process of teshuvah. I am returning to my true, pure, divine self. I release all that no longer serves me, and I clear the channels for a powerful, unobstructed flow of perfect health, magnificent success, and overflowing wealth. First, let us understand the power of teshuvah for your health. Our sages teach that many illnesses have a spiritual root. A sin, a negative character trait, a past hurt that we refuse to let go of. These create spiritual blockages that can manifest as physical ailments. For example, holding a grudge is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. The bitterness and anger create a toxic internal environment. Teshuvah for health means doing a spiritual inventory. Who do I need to forgive? What negative patterns of thought am I holding on to? What unhealthy habits have I allowed to take root? The act of vidui, of confession, spoken privately to God, is incredibly powerful. When you articulate your mistake and ask for forgiveness, you release the trapped negative energy. You are spiritually detoxing. This inner cleansing has a profound effect on the body, freeing up your life force to do its natural work of healing. Say with me, I perform teshuvah for my health. I forgive all who have hurt me, and I forgive myself. I release all grudges, all anger, all bitterness. I confess my unhealthy habits, and I commit to a new path. My soul is becoming pure, and this purity is reflected in the vibrant health of my body. Next, let us apply teshuvah to your success. Have you ever felt stuck in your career, hitting an invisible ceiling? Often, this is the result of a spiritual blockage. Perhaps in the past you acted with dishonesty in a business deal. Perhaps you harbor feelings of envy towards a successful colleague. Perhaps you have a deep-seated fear of success, a limiting belief that you don't deserve it. Teshuvah for success means honestly examining your past actions and present beliefs. It means making amends where possible. If you wronged someone in business, ask for their forgiveness. If that's not possible, do a charitable act in their merit.
It means consciously identifying and uprooting your limiting beliefs. Use the power of your speech to declare the opposite. I am worthy of success. I am a person of absolute integrity. By clearing away the spiritual debris of past mistakes and negative beliefs, you remove the invisible barriers that have been holding you back. The path to the top becomes clear. Say with me, I perform teshuvah for my success. I release all past mistakes, all limiting beliefs, all fears. I make amends for any harm I have caused. My path is now clear of all obstructions. I am free to ascend to the highest levels of success and achievement. Finally, let us use the power of teshuvah to unlock your wealth. The Talmud teaches that certain actions like theft or dishonesty create a spiritual blockage on one's parnassah, one's livelihood. Even if the money comes in, it will have no blessing and will quickly disappear. Teshuvah for wealth requires a scrupulous accounting of your financial dealings. Have I been completely honest in all my transactions? Have I paid my employees fairly and on time? Have I been faithful with my ma'aser, my tithe? If you find an area where you have faltered, you must do teshuvah. This means regretting the act, committing not to do it again, and making restitution if possible. This process is like a spiritual audit. It cleanses your financial channels. It transforms you into a person whom God can trust with wealth. When God sees a person who is meticulous about cleaning up their past financial mistakes, He says, "This is a person I can partner with. This is a vessel fit to receive my abundance." Say with me, I perform teshuvah for my wealth. I commit to absolute integrity in all my financial affairs. I cleanse my channels of any spiritual residue from past mistakes. I am becoming a pure and trustworthy vessel, ready to receive and manage immense wealth for the glory of God. As you now drift into the deep, cleansing waters of sleep, let the power of teshuvah wash over your entire being. In your dreams, see yourself returning to a state of pristine purity. See the chains of past mistakes falling away. See the blockages in your spiritual arteries dissolving. You are becoming lighter, clearer, more aligned with your divine essence. You are returning home. Sleep now, pure soul. Sleep in the peace that comes from a clean slate. And awaken, ready to receive the fresh, powerful, and unobstructed flow of God's blessings into every area of your life. Welcome back, my friend, to the sacred assembly of souls. In the quiet of the night, we are not alone. We are connected by invisible threads of light to every Jewish soul that has ever lived and ever will live. Tonight, we will tap into one of the most powerful and often overlooked sources of blessing, the power of Klal Yisrael, the collective of Israel. The Torah teaches, Kol Yisrael arevim ze lazeh. All of Israel are responsible for one another. This is not just an ethical slogan. It is a statement of metaphysical reality. We are not a collection of individuals. We are a single body, a single soul. Your fate is intertwined with mine, and mine with yours. When you learn to live, think, and act as part of this greater whole, you plug yourself into a power source of unimaginable magnitude, drawing strength and blessing from the entire collective. Say with me, and feel your individual identity expanding to embrace the whole. I am a part of Klal Yisrael. I am a vital cell in a holy body. The health, success, and wealth of my people are my own, and mine are theirs. By dedicating myself to the good of the collective, I draw upon the collective's infinite strength and merit. First, let us understand the power of community for your health. The loneliest sickness is one suffered in isolation. The Jewish way is the opposite. The mitzvah of Bikur Cholim, visiting the sick, is paramount. When a person is ill, the community rallies. They bring food, they offer help, they say prayers. The person who is ill is not a burden. They are an opportunity for the community to express its love and unity. Knowing that you are part of a community that cares for you is itself a powerful medicine. It reduces the stress and depression that so often accompany illness. Furthermore, when we pray for the sick, we are taught to pray for all the sick of Israel among them. By including your personal prayer within the prayer for the collective, you give it much greater power. You are harnessing the merit of the entire nation to plead for your own healing. Say with me, I am never alone in my struggles. I am held and supported by my community. I give support to others, and I graciously receive it. I pray for the health of my entire people, and in that prayer, my own healing is found. My community is my fortress of health. Next, let us see how Klal Yisrael is the ultimate engine for your success. In the secular world, success is often seen as a cutthroat, individualistic competition. The Jewish model is one of a collaborative ecosystem. Your success is not threatened by the success of another member of the community. It is enhanced by it. This is the secret of Jewish networking. It is not about using people. It is about building genuine relationships based on the principle of mutual responsibility. When you help someone find a job, introduce a potential partner, or offer a piece of advice, you are not just doing a good deed. You are strengthening the entire ecosystem. And a stronger ecosystem creates more opportunities for everyone, including you. The Talmud tells the story of two brothers who shared a field, each secretly adding to the other's pile of grain at night out of love. On that spot, the holy temple was built. The place of selfless concern for another's success is the place where the divine presence dwells. Say with me, my success is intertwined with the success of my community. I am a connector, a supporter, a builder of others. Celebrate the success of my brothers and sisters, and I actively contribute to it. By building up my community, I build the unshakable foundation for my own magnificent success. Finally, let us understand the profound connection between the collective and your wealth. The concept of tzedakah and maaser is not just about giving. It is about acknowledging that your wealth is not truly your own. It is a deposit that God has placed in your account to be managed for the good of the collective. When you see yourself as a treasurer for the community, your entire relationship with money changes. It ceases to be a source of personal anxiety and becomes a tool for collective redemption. Furthermore, when you invest in your community by supporting its schools, synagogues, and charitable institutions, you are creating a more vibrant, educated, and prosperous environment. This, in turn, creates a better market for your business, more skilled employees, and a safer, more desirable place to live. Investing in the cloud is the ultimate win-win investment. It is an investment in the spiritual and physical infrastructure that makes your own prosperity possible. Say with me, I am a treasurer for my people. My wealth is a tool for the empowerment and enrichment of Klal Yisrael. I invest in my community with a generous heart, knowing that a rising tide lifts all boats. The prosperity of my people is the ultimate guarantee of my own prosperity. As you now drift into the deep, unifying sleep of the righteous, feel the threads of light that connect you to millions of souls. Feel the strength of Abraham, the wisdom of Moses, the courage of King David flowing into you. You are not a lonely leaf on a tree. You are the tree. You are part of an ancient, unbreakable, and eternal entity. Draw strength from this connection. Let it dissolve your feelings of loneliness and fear. You are carried by the strength of a nation, by the merit of generations. Sleep now, beloved member of a holy nation. Sleep in the powerful, loving embrace of your people, and awaken with the quiet confidence of one who never, ever walks alone. Welcome back, my friend, to the sacred space of your own soul, a place where words have the power to create worlds. Tonight, we will learn to wield one of the most potent and beautiful powers entrusted to us, the power of bracha, of blessing. A blessing is not just a nice wish. It is a focused transmission of positive, divine energy. It is the act of invoking God's goodness and directing it toward a person, a place, or an endeavor. The Torah is filled with stories of blessings given and received, blessings that shaped destinies and changed the course of history. You too have this power. The power to bless is not reserved for great rabbis. It is the inheritance of every Jewish soul. By learning to give and receive blessings, you become an active participant in the divine flow of abundance. Say with me and feel the power to bless awakening within you. I am a channel for bracha. My words are vessels of divine, positive energy. I have the power to bless my own life and the lives of others, and I am open to receiving the infinite blessings of heaven. First, let us understand the power of blessing for your health. When someone is sick, it is a great mitzvah to pray for them and to bless them with a refuah shlema, a complete healing. When you bless someone with health, you are focusing your spiritual energy and asking God to direct His healing power toward them. This act of focused love has a real, tangible effect. But you must also learn to bless yourself. Every morning, bless your own body. Stand before the mirror and say, I bless my body with strength, vitality, and perfect health. May every cell function in divine order. May I have the energy to fulfill my holy mission today. This is not an act of ego. It is an act of partnership with God in your own well-being. You are directing the flow of positive energy to your own vessel. You are commanding your body to align with the divine will for health. Say with me, I bless my body every day. I am a powerful channel for God's healing energy. My blessings create an environment of health and vitality within and around me. I give and receive blessings of healing, and my body responds with perfect wellness. Next, let us see how bracha is the catalyst for your success. Before Jacob received the great blessings from his father Isaac, he was a simple tent dweller. After the blessings, he became the father of a great nation, a man who wrestled with an angel and prevailed. The blessings activated his potential. They were the spiritual fuel for his destiny. You too should seek out blessings for your success. Ask a parent, a mentor, or a righteous person to bless your endeavors. Their words of blessing open heavenly gates for you. But you must also bless your own work. Before you start your workday, bless it. Say, I bless this day with productivity, creativity, and divine assistance. May I be a source of value to my clients and colleagues. May my efforts be crowned with success for a holy purpose. When you bless your work, you elevate it. You transform it from a mundane task into a sacred vessel for divine blessing. You are inviting God to be your partner, to co-sign on your efforts. Say with me, I actively seek and give blessings for success. I bless my work, my business, my career. My blessings open the gates of opportunity and clear the path to achievement. I am walking in the path of the blessings of my ancestors, and my success is a fulfillment of their holy words. Finally, let us understand the profound connection between bracha and your wealth. In the Torah, wealth is always described as a result of God's blessing. The blessing of the Lord, it makes rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. Proverbs 10:22. True wealth, the kind that brings joy and not anxiety, is a bracha. How do we activate this? First, by giving blessings. When you see someone with a beautiful home or a successful business, bless them. Say, may God increase your blessings. This act of giving a blessing with an ayin tov, a good eye, demonstrates that you believe in abundance and opens you to receive a similar blessing. Second, you must bless your own money. Yes, bless your money. When you receive money, don't just deposit it. Hold it for a moment and say, I bless this money that it should be a tool for good in my life and in the world. May it be protected from loss, and may it multiply for holy purposes. When you bless your money, you change its energetic quality. It is no longer just paper. It is a consecrated vessel for divine abundance. Say with me, I am a giver of financial blessings. I bless the prosperity of others, and I bless the money that flows into my own life. My blessings transform my finances into a holy enterprise, protected and multiplied by the hand of God. I am living under an open heaven of financial bracha. As you now drift into the deep, blessed sleep of the righteous, feel yourself as a fountain of bracha. See blessings of health, success, and wealth flowing from you to your family, your community, and the world. and see the infinite blessings of heaven flowing back to you 100-fold. You are a vital link in the divine chain of blessing, receiving from above and giving below. Sleep now, blessed soul. Sleep in a world that you are actively blessing into a state of perfection. And awaken, ready to be a source of light and bracha to everyone you meet. Welcome back, my friend, to the deep, cleansing silence of the night. Your soul is open, ready to receive the healing waters of ancient wisdom. We have spoken of building, of creating, of attracting. Tonight, we must speak of the essential, powerful act of clearing the path. Before you can build a magnificent palace, you must clear away the debris from the foundation. This holy work is called teshuvah. Teshuvah is often translated as repentance, but its root meaning is to return. It is the act of returning to your true divine self, to the pure soul that God gave you at birth. It is the process of identifying and removing the spiritual blockages, the negative habits, the limiting beliefs, the past mistakes that are obstructing the flow of divine blessing into your life. Say with me and feel a wave of purification washing over you. I embrace the holy process of teshuvah. I am returning to my true, pure, divine self. I release all that no longer serves me, and I clear the channels for a powerful, unobstructed flow of perfect health, magnificent success, and overflowing wealth. First, let us understand the power of teshuvah for your health. Our sages teach that many illnesses have a spiritual root. A sin, a negative character trait, a past hurt that we refuse to let go of. These create spiritual blockages that can manifest as physical ailments. For example, holding a grudge is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. The bitterness and anger create a toxic internal environment. Teshuvah for health means doing a spiritual inventory. Who do I need to forgive? What negative patterns of thought am I holding on to? What unhealthy habits have I allowed to take root? The act of vidui, of confession, spoken privately to God, is incredibly powerful. When you articulate your mistake and ask for forgiveness, you release the trapped negative energy. You are spiritually detoxing. This inner cleansing has a profound effect on the body, freeing up your life force to do its natural work of healing. Say with me, I perform teshuvah for my health. I forgive all who have hurt me, and I forgive myself. I release all grudges, all anger, all bitterness. I confess my unhealthy habits, and I commit to a new path. My soul is becoming pure, and this purity is reflected in the vibrant health of my body. Next, let us apply teshuvah to your success. Have you ever felt stuck in your career, hitting an invisible ceiling? Often, this is the result of a spiritual blockage. Perhaps in the past you acted with dishonesty in a business deal. Perhaps you harbor feelings of envy towards a successful colleague. Perhaps you have a deep-seated fear of success, a limiting belief that you don't deserve it.
Teshuvah for success means honestly examining your past actions and present beliefs. It means making amends where possible. If you wronged someone in business, ask for their forgiveness. If that's not possible, do a charitable act in their merit.
It means consciously identifying and uprooting your limiting beliefs. Use the power of your speech to declare the opposite. I am worthy of success. I am a person of absolute integrity. By clearing away the spiritual debris of past mistakes and negative beliefs, you remove the invisible barriers that have been holding you back. The path to the top becomes clear. Say with me, I perform teshuvah for my success. I release all past mistakes, all limiting beliefs, all fears. I make amends for any harm I have caused. My path is now clear of all obstructions. I am free to ascend to the highest levels of success and achievement. Finally, let us use the power of teshuvah to unlock your wealth. The Talmud teaches that certain actions like theft or dishonesty create a spiritual blockage on one's parnassah, one's livelihood. Even if the money comes in, it will have no blessing and will quickly disappear. Teshuvah for wealth requires a scrupulous accounting of your financial dealings. Have I been completely honest in all my transactions? Have I paid my employees fairly and on time? Have I been faithful with my ma'aser, my tithe? If you find an area where you have faltered, you must do teshuvah. This means regretting the act, committing not to do it again, and making restitution if possible. This process is like a spiritual audit. It cleanses your financial channels. It transforms you into a person whom God can trust with wealth. When God sees a person who is meticulous about cleaning up their past financial mistakes, He says, "This is a person I can partner with. This is a vessel fit to receive my abundance." Say with me, I perform teshuvah for my wealth. I commit to absolute integrity in all my financial affairs. I cleanse my channels of any spiritual residue from past mistakes. I am becoming a pure and trustworthy vessel, ready to receive and manage immense wealth for the glory of God. As you now drift into the deep, cleansing waters of sleep, let the power of teshuvah wash over your entire being. In your dreams, see yourself returning to a state of pristine purity. See the chains of past mistakes falling away. See the blockages in your spiritual arteries dissolving. You are becoming lighter, clearer, more aligned with your divine essence. You are returning home. Sleep now, pure soul. Sleep in the peace that comes from a clean slate. And awaken, ready to receive the fresh, powerful, and unobstructed flow of God's blessings into every area of your life. Welcome back, my friend, to the sacred assembly of souls. In the quiet of the night, we are not alone. We are connected by invisible threads of light to every Jewish soul that has ever lived and ever will live. Tonight, we will tap into one of the most powerful and often overlooked sources of blessing, the power of Klal Yisrael, the collective of Israel. The Torah teaches, Kol Yisrael arevim ze lazeh. All of Israel are responsible for one another. This is not just an ethical slogan. It is a statement of metaphysical reality. We are not a collection of individuals. We are a single body, a single soul. Your fate is intertwined with mine, and mine with yours. When you learn to live, think, and act as part of this greater whole, you plug yourself into a power source of unimaginable magnitude, drawing strength and blessing from the entire collective. Say with me, and feel your individual identity expanding to embrace the whole. I am a part of Klal Yisrael. I am a vital cell in a holy body. The health, success, and wealth of my people are my own, and mine are theirs. By dedicating myself to the good of the collective, I draw upon the collective's infinite strength and merit. First, let us understand the power of community for your health. The loneliest sickness is one suffered in isolation. The Jewish way is the opposite. The mitzvah of Bikur Cholim, visiting the sick, is paramount. When a person is ill, the community rallies. They bring food, they offer help, they say prayers. The person who is ill is not a burden. They are an opportunity for the community to express its love and unity. Knowing that you are part of a community that cares for you is itself a powerful medicine. It reduces the stress and depression that so often accompany illness. Furthermore, when we pray for the sick, we are taught to pray for all the sick of Israel among them. By including your personal prayer within the prayer for the collective, you give it much greater power. You are harnessing the merit of the entire nation to plead for your own healing. Say with me, I am never alone in my struggles. I am held and supported by my community. I give support to others, and I graciously receive it. I pray for the health of my entire people, and in that prayer, my own healing is found. My community is my fortress of health. Next, let us see how Klal Yisrael is the ultimate engine for your success. In the secular world, success is often seen as a cutthroat, individualistic competition. The Jewish model is one of a collaborative ecosystem. Your success is not threatened by the success of another member of the community. It is enhanced by it. This is the secret of Jewish networking. It is not about using people. It is about building genuine relationships based on the principle of mutual responsibility. When you help someone find a job, introduce a potential partner, or offer a piece of advice, you are not just doing a good deed. You are strengthening the entire ecosystem. And a stronger ecosystem creates more opportunities for everyone, including you. The Talmud tells the story of two brothers who shared a field, each secretly adding to the other's pile of grain at night out of love. On that spot, the holy temple was built. The place of selfless concern for another's success is the place where the divine presence dwells. Say with me, my success is intertwined with the success of my community. I am a connector, a supporter, a builder of others. Celebrate the success of my brothers and sisters, and I actively contribute to it. By building up my community, I build the unshakable foundation for my own magnificent success. Finally, let us understand the profound connection between the collective and your wealth. The concept of tzedakah and maaser is not just about giving. It is about acknowledging that your wealth is not truly your own. It is a deposit that God has placed in your account to be managed for the good of the collective. When you see yourself as a treasurer for the community, your entire relationship with money changes. It ceases to be a source of personal anxiety and becomes a tool for collective redemption. Furthermore, when you invest in your community by supporting its schools, synagogues, and charitable institutions, you are creating a more vibrant, educated, and prosperous environment. This, in turn, creates a better market for your business, more skilled employees, and a safer, more desirable place to live. Investing in the cloud is the ultimate win-win investment. It is an investment in the spiritual and physical infrastructure that makes your own prosperity possible. Say with me, I am a treasurer for my people. My wealth is a tool for the empowerment and enrichment of Klal Yisrael. I invest in my community with a generous heart, knowing that a rising tide lifts all boats. The prosperity of my people is the ultimate guarantee of my own prosperity. As you now drift into the deep, unifying sleep of the righteous, feel the threads of light that connect you to millions of souls. Feel the strength of Abraham, the wisdom of Moses, the courage of King David flowing into you. You are not a lonely leaf on a tree. You are the tree. You are part of an ancient, unbreakable, and eternal entity. Draw strength from this connection. Let it dissolve your feelings of loneliness and fear. You are carried by the strength of a nation, by the merit of generations. Sleep now, beloved member of a holy nation. Sleep in the powerful, loving embrace of your people, and awaken with the quiet confidence of one who never, ever walks alone. Welcome back, my friend, to the sacred space of your own soul, a place where words have the power to create worlds. Tonight, we will learn to wield one of the most potent and beautiful powers entrusted to us, the power of bracha, of blessing. A blessing is not just a nice wish. It is a focused transmission of positive, divine energy. It is the act of invoking God's goodness and directing it toward a person, a place, or an endeavor. The Torah is filled with stories of blessings given and received, blessings that shaped destinies and changed the course of history. You too have this power. The power to bless is not reserved for great rabbis. It is the inheritance of every Jewish soul. By learning to give and receive blessings, you become an active participant in the divine flow of abundance. Say with me and feel the power to bless awakening within you. I am a channel for bracha. My words are vessels of divine, positive energy. I have the power to bless my own life and the lives of others, and I am open to receiving the infinite blessings of heaven. First, let us understand the power of blessing for your health. When someone is sick, it is a great mitzvah to pray for them and to bless them with a refuah shlema, a complete healing. When you bless someone with health, you are focusing your spiritual energy and asking God to direct His healing power toward them. This act of focused love has a real, tangible effect. But you must also learn to bless yourself. Every morning, bless your own body. Stand before the mirror and say, I bless my body with strength, vitality, and perfect health. May every cell function in divine order. May I have the energy to fulfill my holy mission today. This is not an act of ego. It is an act of partnership with God in your own well-being. You are directing the flow of positive energy to your own vessel. You are commanding your body to align with the divine will for health. Say with me, I bless my body every day. I am a powerful channel for God's healing energy. My blessings create an environment of health and vitality within and around me. I give and receive blessings of healing, and my body responds with perfect wellness. Next, let us see how bracha is the catalyst for your success. Before Jacob received the great blessings from his father Isaac, he was a simple tent dweller. After the blessings, he became the father of a great nation, a man who wrestled with an angel and prevailed. The blessings activated his potential. They were the spiritual fuel for his destiny. You too should seek out blessings for your success. Ask a parent, a mentor, or a righteous person to bless your endeavors. Their words of blessing open heavenly gates for you. But you must also bless your own work. Before you start your workday, bless it. Say, I bless this day with productivity, creativity, and divine assistance. May I be a source of value to my clients and colleagues. May my efforts be crowned with success for a holy purpose. When you bless your work, you elevate it. You transform it from a mundane task into a sacred vessel for divine blessing. You are inviting God to be your partner, to co-sign on your efforts. Say with me, I actively seek and give blessings for success. I bless my work, my business, my career. My blessings open the gates of opportunity and clear the path to achievement. I am walking in the path of the blessings of my ancestors, and my success is a fulfillment of their holy words. Finally, let us understand the profound connection between bracha and your wealth. In the Torah, wealth is always described as a result of God's blessing. The blessing of the Lord, it makes rich, and He adds no sorrow with it. Proverbs 10:22. True wealth, the kind that brings joy and not anxiety, is a bracha. How do we activate this? First, by giving blessings. When you see someone with a beautiful home or a successful business, bless them. Say, may God increase your blessings. This act of giving a blessing with an ayin tov, a good eye, demonstrates that you believe in abundance and opens you to receive a similar blessing. Second, you must bless your own money. Yes, bless your money. When you receive money, don't just deposit it. Hold it for a moment and say, I bless this money, that it should be a tool for good in my life and in the world. May it be protected from loss, and may it multiply for holy purposes. When you bless your money, you change its energetic quality. It is no longer just paper. It is a consecrated vessel for divine abundance. Say with me, I am a giver of financial blessings. I bless the prosperity of others, and I bless the money that flows into my own life. My blessings transform my finances into a holy enterprise, protected and multiplied by the hand of God. I am living under an open heaven of financial bracha. As you now drift into the deep, blessed sleep of the righteous, feel yourself as a fountain of bracha. See blessings of health, success, and wealth flowing from you to your family, your community, and the world. And see the infinite blessings of heaven flowing back to you 100-fold. You are a vital link in the divine chain of blessing, receiving from above and giving below. Sleep now, blessed soul. Sleep in a world that you are actively blessing into a state of perfection. And awaken, ready to be a source of light and bracha to everyone you meet.